Good evening, everybody. Hiya. So this is number 2 of a mindset input and just explaining to Instagram there. I really want to just show up live, put myself kind of on the spot to, one, take myself out of my comfort zone and go across all my pages and all my platforms. This is Instagram here on this page. This is all my other pages right here on this camera. And I'm going to go between the two. So really putting myself out there, but purely for the benefit of every single person that needs to hear this stuff. And if you don't need to hear it, then you don't need to stay. So you can go and make a cup of tea and go and do something else. But if you've had an email from me or you've seen the social media stuff today, this really is a quick sort of 15, 20 minutes on values. But before we even get to values, it's really about people that are struggling. And when I say struggling, that's a broad term to use. But what I mean is maybe angry, discontented, a bit bitter, a bit resentful, because they don't feel like they're living the life that they should be. Now, I can say this quite freely and openly, that it's a problem, because I know that it's a problem. I know that this is a thing. And it's a common thing that probably people don't want to admit. You are living a life that you don't really want to be living. You see different things for your life. But the problem is, you're not living that life. So I've got loads of things to put to you, and it really is just a precursor to get you to a point and a stage where you think, right, okay, she's made me think about this, so I'm going to then take the time and effort to think about it, and in the hope that it starts to change your psychology and your internal dialogue. And then when that happens, I myself am testament to the fact that your life will transform and change. And it really will. And beyond belief, you will not believe the power of this stuff. And if you think it's flowery, and if you think it's too wishy-washy for you, then you don't need to listen. But I would probably encourage you to listen if you are struggling. I'm quite black and white as well, and probably before the age of 38, I didn't probably buy into this stuff like maybe a lot of you. I used to think, that's fine. Yeah, it's okay. That's fine for you. It's just maybe not okay for me. And I'll just continue to do this. But I felt discontented as well. And I was living a life that I probably didn't see myself in, didn't want, and knew I was capable of so much more and so much better. So I'd done tons and tons of self-development and really worked on myself on a daily basis to get to the point I'm at now. So let's start this then. First things first, what happens if you are living a life that you don't want to be living? The first thing is realising the life that you're actually living right now. So you need to sit in that. Remember I said to you yesterday, to fix a wound, you need to feel the wound. To heal the wound, you need to actually feel what it's like to be hurt and wounded and bitter. And so allow yourself to sit in that, but you have to then go to, okay, how am I feeling right now? And you need to make a list, because see, when you think about these things, your life is so busy and you're spinning so many plates that you'll just forget about them. Get them on paper and think, right, okay, right now, in this moment in time in my life, I am feeling really pissed off. Full stop. I'm unhappy. Maybe you're not, maybe you're happy. Maybe you've never been happier, and that's amazing. But if you're not, I'm feeling like I'm living for somebody else. I'm living somebody else's life. I'm spinning everybody else's plates and keeping them buoyant, but at the same time, it's like self-destruct for me. So I'm wearing myself out, I'm fatigued, I'm tired, I'm run down, I'm overweight, I look in the mirror, I don't like what I see. I don't like the things that I eat. I know that the stuff that I'm eating is not good for me, and it's not fueling my body, and it's not giving me energy, and it's not giving me vitality, but I'm still eating this stuff. I'm drinking too much alcohol, and the next day and the day after and the day after, I've got the fear, and I'm paranoid, I'm moody, And I'm actually bitter about that last relationship that I had, because he was an arse, or she was an arse, and they really hurt me really bad, and I'm just really fucking unhappy. That might be you. And see if that's you. You've written these things down, and that's absolutely fine. And it's okay to feel all of those things. So the first thing is, you know how you feel now. So you need to do that. The second thing is, now I do this all the time with my clients, right? Every day we work on this stuff, which is why you see so many success stories. Anything that I do and any programs that I run, women completely change. Not superficial weight loss, that's just crap, that's fine. Yes, you'll get that. I'm talking about real life-changing stuff. So the second thing you need to do is you need to work out what you want your life to be like. So, for example, some people like the shiny things, the materialistic things, and I'm not here to judge you at all, and never will actually. If you like shiny things and materialistic things, great, that's fine, as long as they don't define you. So if they take that car off you and that house off you, what happens to you? Do you crumble and fall to bits, or do you actually go, fair enough, on to the next thing? Let's get that again, or let's get even better. If they don't define you, I think that's fine. If you like shiny things. So it might be the money that you've got in the bank, it might be the house that you've got, it might be the watch that you wear, it might be all of these things, or it might be the relationships that you hold dear to you, the inner peace that you feel or don't feel. But we're talking about where you want your life to go, or what you would really like. Maybe you want to travel the world, maybe you want financial freedom. So you've got two lists now. You've got a list of where you're at right now, and you've connected your feelings to that. You feel happy, sad, miserable, down in the dumps, just ugh. And you've got this other side where you're writing down what you want your life to be like. Now, I've done this for me, and I can tell you, hand on my heart, every single thing has either came true or is in the process of coming true. This is powerful shit, and you have to be doing it. And if you're not doing it, you must be off your nut. Honest to God, you need to be doing this stuff. So, yeah, you've worked out what you want. Now let's connect feeling states to those things. So, the cars. Cars are all fine, great. But how do they make you feel? So when you're driving that car in the future, because you're kind of putting yourself in that place right now, you're in the car, you're at the lights, and you're maybe elbows on the thingy, and the head's whatever, you're driving that car. How does it make you feel? Does it make you feel elevated, motivated, enthusiastic, excited, happy, buoyant, abundant? How do these things make you feel? What does inner peace make you feel like? What does financial freedom make you feel like? So you've got two lists, and you've worked out the feeling states for each thing. Okay? Brilliant. Now you need to dig deep and go, right, am I one of these people? And I meet these people all the time. People just like to dream and fantasize and wish. Do they actually have the gumption and the self-control and the motivation? Probably not initially. People need to be motivated initially. And when I motivate people, then they get going. And then they step into their personal power and really crank it up. So, where am I? Jumping about here, am I? Where am I? What was I saying? See, this happens to me a lot. I want to tell you so many things, and then I go, personal power, step into it. Oh yeah, are you just a fantasist? Or do you actually believe that you could achieve these things? Because see, without belief, and self-belief is maybe hard if you've had a shitty relationship or you've had a shitty run of relationships. You've maybe got no self-belief, in which case you need somebody to help you build yourself up. You need to find it within yourself to build yourself up. You need to be in amongst a community that'll build you up every single day. It's a great feeling. It's an amazing feeling. So self-belief, self-confidence, self-worth are all things that you need to try and find. And you will only find them by tapping into this stuff. But see, my biggest problem and my biggest frustration with women is that and men, is that they sit in this and they stay spinning all the plates for everybody else and actually get to the age of 50 and 60 and 65 and 70 and go, are you happy? No, fucking miserable. Well, really? How long have you been miserable? Too long. Don't let that be you. Don't. And I'm laughing, and it's not even funny. You need to be living your best life, like right now, not tomorrow or not next week, like right now. And if you're not, going through all these things is going to help you get there. I promise you, it will help you get there. But you need to do the work. It's daily work. And it's the internal work. It's not the physical. We can all go to the gym. And we can all go for a run. We can all do home workouts and Shelley with workouts and whoever's workouts. What is that? That's why this is not just fitness. It's so much bigger than that. Which is why somebody got on the phone to me last night and says, you're not kind of a mindset coach. You are a mindset coach. So thank you very much for saying that. I know I'm actually a mindset coach, and I was trying to play it down a wee bit because when I'm coming on here and presenting on here, the last thing I want to come across as being as a bit of a bam and a big head and a show off. I'm not at all. So I probably played that down when I shouldn't have. So it won't happen again. Thank you. So the third question I want to ask you is, why do you have the life that you've got right now? Now, why do you have the life that you've got right now? Because you know what life you've got, you know what life you want. So let's go about why. And can I tell you the reason why? The reason why you have the life that you've got right now is because of your values. And so many people are living in a set of values that don't match who they are. Because you were brought up in a household where people were maybe fixed mindset, possibilities and opportunities and growth and development and that real nurturing was missing. Maybe a lot of the time, not all the time, but a lot of the time. So you have come through your life pretty downtrodden, pretty beaten, with no self-worth, no self-belief and confidence in your boots. So how are you expected to get from here to there in that ideal life? That seems impossible for you right now. But I'm here to tell you it's not impossible. I'm here to tell you that thousands of people that I've worked with have transformed their life to go from here to here by doing this stuff. I promise you. So if you're stuck in a rut and you need help, then you just need to do this stuff. And that's what I do every single day with my clients on the Feel Look Be formula, every day. And we build each other up and we nurture each other and we get to these points and you'll have a wee greet. And you might be angry because you revisit certain things that you didn't really want to unlock. But the first thing is acceptance and acknowledgement and getting yourself to a place where you go, right, okay, that was shitty, really crappy time. But actually acknowledge it happened. Let's put it in a box and just, I'm ready to move on now. And if you can accept, forgiveness is a big one. See if you can forgive. It changes everything. But it's a hard one and it takes a lot of work. But if you can forgive and accept, then you are already halfway there. So, what are your values? Is it money? Is it sex? Is it passion? Is it adventure? Is it travel? Is it your children? Is it your partner? Is it money? Is it freedom? Is it financial freedom? What are the values that you have? And once you list all your values that are really, really important, I would probably encourage you to pick your top 5. And then from your top 5, find 3 things about that value that really set your soul on fire. Because the more you connect to this stuff and the more you feel it, the closer you're going to get to working yourself to that amazing place. And I call that abundance thinking. And I think, like, this is how I live my life, and this is what completely works for me. And do you know what? I'll maybe share things with you in the days and weeks to come, what's happened to my life. But it's like when you drop a penny or a pebble in the water and you've got that ripple effect. That's exactly what thoughts are like. You drop that penny, you get that massive ripple effect. But the law of attraction works like this. That ripple effect comes straight back to you. So if that's really positive thoughts and uplifting and energetic thoughts, that's going to wash back over you again, and it's making its way back to you. But if their thoughts are negative and sad and carrying this bitterness and this resentment right through your life, that person's winning. And like Wayne Dyer says, it's not the snake bite that kills you, it's the venom that continues to pour through your veins because you're keeping this cycle going for yourself. They're off skates, they're living a great life. They've moved on. You're still stuck. Don't be stuck any longer. You don't need to be stuck. You're keeping yourself stuck. Where else am I? So the first thing is awareness. My hair is pretty bad tonight, never mind. Awareness. You need to be aware of where you're at, where you want to go to. Fine. Great. So is your values, your list of values, holding you back, or is your list of values pushing you forward to that place over there, that abundance place? You might need to update your values. See women that come on to Feel, Look, Be, and they completely transform body and mind. A lot of them sit with an outdated set of values and beliefs. So they look in the mirror and they still see themselves at size 18 when they're now a 10. And that's attached to a lot of psychology and internal dialogue, most of it negative. So they look completely different, they're living completely different, their decisions that they make have been completely different. They're now eating well, they're moving, they're listening to mindset, they're working on themselves daily, but they're still carrying with them this overweight woman who is downtrodden, miserable, and she's masking this woman inside. So until we tap into that and update these values and beliefs, we can't move any further forward, and we can't get to next level. We just stay the same. We stagnate, and if we stagnate long enough, we regress. And when we regress, what happens? We start feeling miserable again, and sad, and shitty. And your old, ancient limbic brain takes over and protects you, pushes you into that survival mode of just being. Who wants to just be? Let's face it, one more thing. Take a big, massive, deep breath in now. Deep breath in now. There will come a day, I hope it's not tomorrow or any time soon, when that breath just doesn't come back. And there's no more breaths. So you need to live every day like your last. And you need to start succession planning. You need to plan for making your life the best possible life and bringing your absolute A game to the table. Because if you've got wee ones watching you and you're a role model in your household and you've been downtrodden in all these shitty things, what are they going to live? Are they living in a growth mindset house? No. Are they living in a fixed mindset house? Like, I think of it like a padlock on possibility and opportunity. That wee one, that wee brain that is trying to develop and be energetic and full of vitality, you're squeezing in and squashing it because of what's happened to you and because of how shitty you feel. That's not okay. So let's fix you so that we can then in turn make it okay for these youngsters and they grow up in growth mindset homes, growth mindset classrooms, and make the world a better place, hopefully. So I think that's it. I hope that's helped. What are your visions? What are your goals? What are your aspirations? What are your dreams? Because it's time to start planning for them. Stop dreaming, stop wishing, stop hoping. Nothing happens with dreams, wishes and hopes unless you've got massive action and you're going to back it up with determination and drive and focus and sweat the small things. And yesterday when I was telling you to do these small things really, really well, they accumulate to massive things. And before you know it, you're in that car You're in that house. You're travelling the world. You're financially free. You can't be financially free when you're not investing, when you're not looking at stocks and shares or involved in wealth management. How can you be financially free? You can't. So your values don't match your actions. Same for everything. So I hope that's been of use to you. It's not about fitness. It's not about anything other right now than mindset. Without the right mindset, you can never elevate your life. And if you do, it's going to be short-lived, and you're going to stagnate, and you're going to get lost in it because your mind can't cope with being stuck. You're trying to advance your body, but your mind's lagging behind. You can't do it. So that's me. Loads of love to you, everybody. Take it easy. I will see you all tomorrow night for another mindset input. Thanks so much. Cheers. And that was 20 minutes. 21 minutes. I'm getting good. Bye-bye.